What's going on, all you cute pieces of darkness? My name is Ray, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at everything related to the new Future War Dage and Future War Future Dage events. Everything from the Laser Ragnarok to the dual and regular Eternal Painsaws, and finally the Future Dage boss himself, everything he drops and everything all of the other monsters drop in these events. Without further ado, let's not do a countdown today, let's just go right into it. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to the video. So go ahead and do /join Future War in your chat box and pick a side you want to fight for. If you want to fight for the current Dage the Evil, go ahead and click on To Battle. If you want to fight for the Future Legion, go ahead and also click on To Battle. In our particular case, we're going to be doing /join Future War Dage to take a look at some of the war items that have been unlocked. Now, once this map hit 50%, we unlocked a war chest shop, which contains, drumroll please, the Eternal Painsaws. This can be obtained from farming 10 Cyber Skulls and 1 Undeath Core. Now the Cyber Skulls are quite a rare drop from the enemies in this map, and the Undeath Core is quite a high chance of dropping. All in all, there are 4 enemies in each room, so this shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes if you have some friends farming with you. You can also farm the same items for the dual Eternal Painsaws, and you also have a free storage enhance in this shop. This essentially makes your Paintsaw AC tagged if you want to shove it in your bank. Personally, I like the Eternal Paintsaw better because it doesn't have the word enhanced in front of it, and it's a type of weapon that I keep in my inventory at all times. Okay, so you may have noticed that in the top right hand corner here, the Future Dage War has finally hit 50%. Go ahead and do /join futurewardfd for Future Dage as shown in the chat box down below. And finally, we're going to reveal the Laser Ragnarok. Like the other map, once this map hits 50%, we unlock the 50% War Chest Shop, which contains, drumroll please, the Laser Ragnarok. It looks absolutely brilliant. Now this can be obtained from farming 10 Lost Skulls, which is the exact same equivalent as the Cyber Skulls, except they are dropped from the monsters in this map, and they have the same exact chance of dropping as the Cyber Skulls. Once again, you also need an Undeath Core, which is a high chance of dropping, so fear not. If you don't have 1 million gold, go ahead and do /join Extinction and get that if you don't have it already. Now you're probably asking me, hey Ray, how do they look in person? Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to go ahead and take a look at them in a Yulgar, up close, for the first time. So here we have the Eternal Painsaw. Bam. Looks very, very nice. I like it a lot. But honestly, in my opinion, everybody has their own opinion. I prefer the Laser Ragnarok over the Painsaw because it's my type of weapon. I like weapons that look quite fancy compared to this regular looking chainsaw, but I love it nonetheless. It's amazing to have. So here we have the Laser Ragnarok. It looks absolutely brilliant and I love it. It's amazing. Now if the war for the Future Dage actually hits 100%, we'll get an AC tagged version of it if you want to shove it in your bank, and we will also get maybe a dual version of the Ragnarok. But that's only if the war hits 100%, so go ahead and keep farming guys. I'll be contributing, I hope you guys contribute. Let me know how much you guys have farmed for this stuff in the comment section down below. How many hours have you put into it? Alright, let's take a look at some of the items that this boss drops. In the weapon category, we have one of my favorites and probably the most original sword I have in my inventory, the Project Soul Shocker and Slasher. Now if you take a look, you'll notice that it is dual wielded. You have a machine gun in one hand and a sword in the other. Now there aren't many weapons in AQW that are like this. The only other weapon I can think of is the sword and shield from the treasure chest. Otherwise you have dual wielded weapons like the Bulbs, which is the same weapon in each hand. But in this case, you've got quite the original weapon that looks amazing. I normally don't like this mech theme stuff, but in this case, it is very cool. Moving on to the helmets. This boss drops probably the best helmets I've ever seen. The Eternal Darkcaster hat. You will probably remember this from last year's Dage's birthday. What they've gone ahead and done is they've renamed it and put it as a boss drop. I feel really bad for the people who spent adventure coins on these hats last year. My condolences. Eternal Darkcaster Locks, which his hair is actually available in the shop currently, but this drop has simply added a hat to it. Eternal Darkcaster Wizard's hat, which is also, you'll recognize this from last year, and he also drops the skull version of this, which is a scarf and it has a skull removal. Now, moving on to the swords again, you have the UW 3017 sword, which looks a lot like the Ice Wild Hunter set package from December, the Christmas sword, except they've themed it Legion. It's quite interesting if you have a sharp eye like me. And this sword can be dropped and obtained from the monsters, the regular monsters in this room, futurewardage. Now, if you go back to the capes, you have the UW 3017 sword and cape, which you'll recognize as a war merge item. This can be obtained from the monsters in /join futurewardfd, not futurewardage. Regular monsters in there will drop that cape, and the regular monsters in here will drop the sword. So that's pretty much all of the weapon drops that the boss drops, all of the drops in general. Now, be careful, he drops a lot more items, but they are disgustingly ugly. In fact, to add to the ugliness, they're not even AC tagged, as you can see with this one here. So you can't shove them in your bank, you have to actually delete them. That's why I've deleted a lot of the items that he drops, so I'm going to leave a wiki link down below in the description if you want to go ahead and check out the rest of the items that he drops. But if you're a regular human being watching this video, you will not want the rest of the drops that he drops. They are disgusting and they're not even AC tagged. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to show off the new Paragon Set. Here we have the Caltibald 3017, which looks fantastic. If you're low on adventure coins and you want something from this set, definitely get this sword. This sword looks amazing. It's only 500 ACs and it's better looking than any other part of this set. In the armors, we have the Paragon MK 3017, which looks amazing. Fantastic, I love it. In the helmets, you of course have the Paragon MK 3017 helm. And then finally for the capes, you have the Future Paragon cape, which of course is a regular cape, but I love dark looking capes like this. So this is the full set. It looks amazing. Personally, I'm not a fan of bulky sets in the game, so this is not the type of set I'd wear forever. But it is very cool looking. The armor, helmet, I'm gonna shove in my bag, but the cape and sword, I love them. I'm gonna keep my hands on this. You can obtain this set from the boss room in /join futurewardage. It'll be at the very end and there'll be a button that has the MK shop on it. You click on it and you can buy any of this. So that's it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts down below. Follow me on Twitter, link for that will be in the description. Battle on, and have a great day. Okay, so you may have noticed that somebody has popped up in my room right as I started recording this clip. Hello, sir.